What is voidable contract? Voidable contract is a valid contract that can be made void at the option of party who claimed that he has been forced to enter into the contract without free consent. There are 5 avoidable contract: coercion, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation, and mistake. But, right now, we're gonna explain the details about fraud. What is fraud? Fraud, generally defined in the law as an intentional of material, existing fact, made by one person to another, with knowledge of its falsity, and for the purpose of inducing the other person for their own advantages. 5 acts, considered as fraud, under Section 17, which is, Section 17 close a, Section 17 close b, Section 17 close c, Section 17 close d, and Section 17 close e.
Section 17, close a.
Situation 1. When a told B that the house he wants to sell never been entered by thieves, whilst he knows that it is not true. So a fraud B.
Section 17, close b.
Situation 2. A. Know that the house he wants to buy from B is to be expensive in the near future, because it is situated at a place where to be developed by government. A. Concealed the fact from B, and bought the house in cheaper price. So, A. Fraud B. This situation show that the seller fraud the married couple by telling them the house they want to buy is perfectly stable, while the seller knows that the house still under maintenance. Case 1. Keng Chuilian vs. Swang Tak Thong. Respondent, Keng Chuilian, contracted to buy an estate from appellant, Wang Tak Thong. Under appellant urge, respondent bought another estate. The appellant told respondent that the second estate is as extensive as the first estate, but it is not. The court gives right to the respondent to repudiate the second contract because it is made under fraud of Section 17 close a and close b.
Section 17, close c.
When A. made a promise, without intention of performing it. Situation 3. A. promised to repair B's car, for RM500. Whilst A. has not expertise to repair the car. A. made a promise, without intention of performing it. This situation shows that the A man fraud the stranger by saying that he would repair his broken car for $50 even though he knew that he do not have any experience and knowledge about repairing a car.
Section 17, close d.
When any other act fitted to deceive. Example: online scammer. In this video, the online seller fraud the buyer by offering him a dishonest scheme on the social media. The buyer will eventually get nothing as promised, after following the conditions given in the first place.
Section 17, Close, E.
When any such act, or omission, as the law specially declares to be fraudulent. Example: insurance fraud.
Okay, here's the plan. This model car represents my car, huh? And this olive is you. Now.
Me.
Hey, that's great. Now the car's gonna have to represent you, and this little toy man will represent the car. Forget it. Listen up here. Tomorrow night at 8, you go down to the waterfront and you steal my car.
What about the cops?
That's the beauty part. Every cop in town's gonna be on the police department's Moonlight Charity Cruise, and I'm gonna be right there with them.
So, as soon as you get back, we steal the car, right?
Right. No, wrong. Listen, while I'm on the boat with the perfect alibi, you steal my car and park it on the railroad tracks. Then when a 10:15 train comes along, wham! Insurance company pays off 5,000 clams. I keep showing Renee the sweet life.
You're a genius, Mo. All your troubles will soon be over for a couple of months.
This video shows that the bartender wants to fraud an insurance company by asking his friend to steal his car and put the car at the train's rail to be crashed by the train. In return, he can claim the insurance money. Under English law, fraudulent act under Section 17 Close A, Close B, and Close C, is a fraud of misrepresentation. It is an act of giving false statement, with intention to deceive. Whilst Section 17 Close D, and Close E, perform as an aid to trap, add any act that not included under Section 17 Close A, to Close C. Fraud is an active act, which means mere silence is not considered as fraud. But there are circumstances where mere silence constitutes fraud. It is when 1. The act of silence, equivalent to speech that later found out to be untrue. 2. The contract is a viu verimi fide. It is a contract that must be made in bona fide. That's all from us. Thanks for watching.